Welcome to Bloomberg Financial. Former President Donald Trump celebrated Easter Sunday 2025 with a special event at the White House, which was also attended by a distinguished female guest. In his speech, Trump shared a message of hope, faith, and unity, reflecting on the meaning of Easter and its significance to the nation. The event featured festive decorations, a family-friendly atmosphere, and a patriotic vibe. Watch full highlights of the festivities and Trump's Easter address in this exclusive video.
Master Gunnery Sergeant Kevin Benier, accompanied by the President's own United States Marine Band, will now honor America with the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, thank you very much, everybody, and a very happy Easter to everyone. It was a beautiful day yesterday, and it's a beautiful day today. We don't have to worry about sunburn, but looks like it's not going to be raining. It's going to be really something special. 40,000, 42,000 people are expected all throughout the day, and it's an honor to have you. I just signed an executive order putting the flags of our country, all of them, all federal flags and state flags, at half-mast in honor of Pope Francis. So he was a good man, worked hard. He loved the world, and it's an honor to do that. I want to thank everybody for being here. This is some band. I've heard this band actually indirectly for 4 years and very directly now for 4.5. And I like the direct method even better. But the Marine Corps Band is very, very special. Thank you very much. What a great job. Thank you. Thank you. I also want to thank the National Park Service, the job they do in making everything so beautiful and
Subscribe for more updates, political news, and event coverage. Want to add social media links or calls to action for comments or likes?
I want to give a special thank you to our great First Lady who organized this entire event. She worked very, very hard on it. She worked very hard. I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "I'm working on the egg roll." I said, "That sounds like a lot of fun." And we're going to have a lot of fun in just a couple of minutes. But again, our country is doing very well. We had the highest number of recruits, enlistments that we've had in, I think, 28 or 29 years, and I'm sure we're going to actually beat that number. It's all happened. Since November 5th, it's all happened. Enrollment in the military is at a record, and enrollment in the police force, fire forces, and all of the different law enforcement groups. We're setting records, and 6 months ago, we couldn't get anybody. And now we're setting records. That's sort of testament to what's happening in terms of the spirit of our country. We love our country, and it's been something very, very special. And speaking of special, Easter is special, and it's one of our favorite days. It's one of our favorite periods of time. We're honoring Jesus Christ, and we're going to honor Jesus Christ very powerfully throughout our lives, all throughout our lives, not just now, all throughout our lives. We're bringing religion back in America. We're bringing a lot of things back, but religion is coming back to America. That's why you see the kind of numbers that you're seeing, the spirit and the kind of numbers that you're seeing. So we're going to come down and join you right now, but I just want to wish everybody once again, happy Easter, and enjoy your lives. We're going to have a great 4 years. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Having a hard time, so obviously you see what the end result is. But he's a good man. He worked very hard. He loved the world. He really did. He loved the world. So it's an honor to mention. It's an honor for flags of the country, as you know, have been taken to half-mast, and they'll be that way for about 4 days.
Do you have any favorites? Do you have any favorites on the American Pope that you would like to see?
Well, I met two of them, and look, these are great gentlemen. They're great. If they weren't, they wouldn't be Pope.
President Trump, do you remain confident in HEXF? Do you remain confident in HEXF?
Oh, totally.
President Trump,
Why do you even ask a question like that? We have recruitments that's at an all-time high. The spirit in the armed forces is fantastic. Great confidence.
Mr. President, can you explain why you're comfortable with Secretary Hegseth using Signal to discuss those military plans?
Are you bringing up Signal again? I thought they gave that up 2 weeks ago.
There was a new report this weekend that he used this in a separate chat that included some family members, a personal lawyer.
It's all just the same old stuff from the media. That's an old one. Try finding something there.
Sir, your message to Catholics, sir, warning the laws of Pope Francis. Your message to Catholics, sir.
We love you all. We're with you all. They were with me during the election, as you know, very strongly, and it's just an honor to have the support of the Catholics, and I feel very badly for them because they love the Pope.
Mr. President, do you feel...
No matter who the next Pope is elected, whoever that may be, what relationship do you hope to have with the incoming Pope?
I think very good.
Mr. President, do you
How
feel...
bad that, but I think very good.
Sir,
It's a chance.
There's a very good chance. Are you happy with how the European Union is handling the tariffs right now? Are you happy with Europe right now?
They've been fun.
Mr.
We'll end up
President,
having a deal. We're going to ultimately have a deal with anyone. If we don't, we're going to make it anyway. But we're going to ultimately have... The economy is very good. We don't have inflation. Energy's down at the lowest it's been in years. We hit actually $1.98 recently in a couple of states. I think we're doing really well. We're all set. There's a little transition, and that's going to happen. But ultimately, we're going to be the strongest that we've ever been as a nation.
Mr. President, do you feel like the... All right, everyone, I don't know what the shot looked like from Pool 3. President Trump just did a quick gaggle with press in the head-on 10. He is now moving on to the egg roll station. His back is to us. I have cell phone video in addition to what we were able to get on Pool 3, so I'll send out those notes very, very shortly. He says he still has confidence in Secretary Hegseth, and he said not signal again, essentially. He either chose to ignore the new signal chat or seemed to think we were...
Would you